Hi.
Today I'm going to show you 7 affordable ideas to decorate for a space. No unicorn. This is just what I had in my onesie closet. So it has stars on it. It's all white, and I put this little sticker on it to show that it's an astronaut outfit. Okay. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to show you 7 affordable ideas to decorate for a space-themed party. I'm going to create a super easy backdrop drawing constellations on this wrapping paper. An idea I got from this pin. If you're going to use this idea, make sure to use a much thicker marker. This thin Sharpie was such a pain to work with. This Amazon kit came with 52 balloons. First, I'm going to blow 2 balloons at the same time and tie them together, which forms a duplet. I'm going to keep most of the black together and randomize the rest. I left 4 orange balloons out because I didn't want them in this garland. Some of the navy blue balloons came in some wonky shapes. Oh no, that just looks terrible. To fix this, I blew as much air as possible in the round part, then pinched the base of that, and it gave me a normal balloon. I did it!
Wow.
Okay, cool. These marble balloons are so pretty. I left the last 2 by themselves so I could have more control of their placement in the garland. Now, I'm going to put 2 duplets together, which forms a quad. Next, I'm going to tie 2 quads together using the necks, which forms a cluster. And finally, I'm attaching all the clusters together only by using the necks. This universe is going to have 2 Saturns. It would have been 3, but I busted the third 260 balloon through trial and error. I'm now going to use these command hooks to hang the garland on the wall. To prevent paint damage, I'll first put on a layer of painter's tape and then put the hooks on over top. So I've got 60 minutes to kill. Let's do a quick review of this balloon set. Okay, so here it is. I've blown up everything, attached everything. I haven't added additional clusters to the outside. The set didn't come with 5-inch balloons, which it should have. This set was $26.99 Canadian. I didn't blow up those 4 balloons because I didn't want too many orange pieces in there. And it came with these guys. Okay, let's compare this garland to me. I'm not very big, or at all. I'm not big at all. This, obviously, it's curved. This is probably like 5'4" at best. It's not very big. I spent way too much money on this. It was $26.99. I'm actually gonna link a different set which comes with almost exactly the same thing, but more balloons. I bought this because there was nothing else available at the time, and I wanted to spite this reviewer because because they reviewed it wrong.
So here's the listing, and here's the review.
Nice set, but the description is wrong. There is no backdrop included. Ordered 2, and neither of them came with one, so obviously not a mistake and has wrong description.
There's no backdrop in this description pic, and it doesn't mention it in the written text either. There is a backdrop on 3 of their sample pics, but by that logic, I should get at least 1 child included in my order.
No thank you.
I'll do this shop a favor and give them a super honest 3 stars.
I have an idea. I want to use this guy and our ship, and I'm gonna have, you know, like that floating, like this astronaut floating in space look. Yeah.
I'm slicing up a 12 by 12 cardstock into 1-inch strips. Then by 3 inches, to create a chain garland that'll go around from the astronaut to the ship. But first, let's put the garland up. I'll use a 260 as an elastic to hook from the wall to the garland.
Oh, well, fuck.
I figured there was so much pull with the 260, so I used a ribbon and loosened the hold. I also taped the hook down, which I should have done in the first place. This had no problem staying up afterwards.
So here is almost all of the balloons put up. I haven't attached any of these pieces yet because I apparently love throwing away money. I bought another Amazon kit to add to this.
But how could I resist when this kit is only $11? And look how many balloons you get! So here's my idea. I want it to look like the rocket is going from Earth and into outer space. So the light blue will represent our sky, the white the clouds and the rocket smoke, the navy going into outer space. Then we'll attach the space dude, the rocket, and add the chain from the rocket to the astronaut. Don't need these. So for the smoke, I need to create much smaller balloons, and this kit only came with 10 5-inchers, which is typical. So I'm going to use them to make mini balloons. I have to pinch in the middle, where the neck is, then twist it in half. No fear. For this, it doesn't matter if the sides are even. Take the neck and wrap it around the middle a few times. Then, using a 260 to wrap around the balloons to tie them all together. I mostly use the necks, but to get the garland to look a certain way, I also use 260s. I also used a 260 to attach the new garland to the existing one on the wall, so I don't accidentally tear it down. This new set also came with glue dots, which I'll use to attach the 5-inch balloons to it. UGLU dashes have an incredible hold. These are for the astronaut and rocket. But first, I gotta fix this. No surgery, just a little tucking action. And I'm using fishing line to attach the chain. If you're planning a first trip around the sun party, well, this setup is missing a sun.
And before you do this project, make sure to ask yourself, do I really want to add on an extra 6 hours of work spread out into 3 to 5 days? For a party? Absolutely!
Me being extra, I decided to make a light-up one out of paper mache. I'm only spray painting the side of the frame that my sun is going on, just in case it shows. I don't want it to be black. I'm using 3 shades of yellow and orange tulle for this project. Because I want it to light up, I thought this material would be best. The balloon started pulling my globe in.
Okay, we're good.
Let's do the classic cartoony triangle sun shape. Well, after all that work, unfortunately, these won't light up enough to have on during a daytime display. But this would be an incredible nightlight for your little one's bedroom. And all your hard work won't be wasted like mine, because my child is a teenager and there's no way in hell she would use this.
So a couple of issues I have here. That backdrop that I have, it should be this much wider. So I definitely suggest getting 2 of those wrapping papers so you can just kind of fill in the space. And now, just to kind of make it more pleasing to the eyes, I have, and I'm going to place them underneath the sun, just to kind of balance this whole setup a little bit more. However, I recently discovered that Party City is closing down in a bunch of cities. So if you're one of those cities, or if you don't want to go over there and buy these, I did create a PDF and a JPEG file and I linked it in my description below, along with all my other affiliate links. But this will be there and free for you to use. They won't be as nice because it won't be hard like this, but you could use a backing of some sort to make it a little bit firmer. And then you can hang it or whatever you want. And it's flat, so it won't be actually glittery. You can do your own thing and add glitter onto it. Just cut it up and then you can use it and you can just stick it on the wall like I'm gonna do right now.
I've decided I want to hang some stars from the ceiling. You'll need to create a base to be able to pin it on your ceiling. I have a drop ceiling, so I'm just going to tape it, and I don't care what color it is because there's no actual party happening here. To me, this is a very complete look. Let's say you have all these occasional expenses. Then this would be the cost for the materials used for this setup.
This looks pretty good, right? So, I have a confession. You see how my backdrop is all wrinkly now? Yeah, it doesn't look so good. Well, that's because I got really busy and lazy and tired and unmotivated. And this is now 4 days later. So after that many days, everything
everything
fell down. As a result, my paper backdrop is now wrinkly. I put everything back up and wasn't even gonna tell you, but I can't hide the wrinkles. I'm sorry I almost lied. I hope you get over it, but you know, life, right? On a positive note, after 4 days, all of these balloons look fantastic. Both of these kits, even though one was really expensive, are totally worth it if you want to pre-blow up your balloons 4 days in advance.
Now, how can you best use this setup? Well, the most obvious would be for photos. Back to affordable party ideas. Instead of buying these pedestal stands, which can cost hundreds of dollars, I'm using some milk crates to build a little tower. These wooden crates I've had for a while and painted them white. This wooden plaque thing will make a nice flat top on the crate tower. You can paint this as well, but it's more affordable and less time-consuming just to cover it up. I kept the tablecloth folded and just cut along all the folded sides. So I'll end up with 4 square-ish pieces. All 4 pieces stay stacked when I cut the fringe. When done, open the stack and peel away each layer carefully. It's very easy to tear the fringe. As I roll, I'm always straightening out the fringe on the sides. Try to roll it and pinch as tight as possible. We need a hoop to thread through. One of the balloon sets came with a silver ribbon, and I never use the ribbons for the balloons. These designs are available in my Etsy shop, all completely editable, so you can change the text to what you want. I know this is an obvious tip, but you can use printables to enhance the look of your cake, and it'll look phenomenal. So here's the cost of everything. And a sun balloon kit instead of the paper mache sun. When you hire someone for their creativity, skills, time, and rentals, you pay for it. This time I'm using 2 260s to create 1 large elastic. This stayed up for 6 days. Create dimension when you're doing a table setup. I use cake stands, mini wooden crates, and trays to do this. Rather than having everything laid out on one level, this makes the table more interesting to look at. I'm gonna make one mini balloon column to use up all my spare balloons. All balloons need to be the same size to build a simple column, and to make that easier, I'll use a balloon sizer. The sizer has several different sized holes to measure the width of the balloon. The column needs a weight, otherwise it'll just blow around. I filled one balloon with water and attached it to the bottom with one long ribbon, which I'll use to attach all the quads together. This entire mini table setting is from the Dollar Tree.
If you've made it this far, thank you. I know this is a lot of work, but if you're like me, someone who needs a creative outlet, but also on a tight budget, this here has been my form of therapy for many, many years. And I also get incredible photos. Because as I'm getting older, my memory is definitely not what it used to be. Obviously, you don't need to do everything, but if any of these tips have helped you at all, or you've been entertained, that's amazing too. And if you like my printable designs, please make sure to visit my Etsy shop and don't forget to use this coupon code, which still works when I run a sale. So it's like a double sale. Thank you so much for watching and have an epic day.